shout out to Karmic Relationships, guys. And I know, I know that sounds crazy. I know it's like, why would anybody try to shout out a karmic relationship? Well, I think it's subjective. It's all about the way that you look at it. I think we all go through karmic relationships as a lesson. It's supposed to teach us something. I think the number one thing that I get out of karmic relationships is how I do not want to be treated, and it all depends on what you focus on from that karmic relationship. Because first of all, I don't know any relationship that I've ever had, be it a friend, a relationship, a coworker, whatever. I don't know any relationship that I've ever had to where it was 100% bad. I just have to be honest about it. Anyone that I've ever interacted with, there are some good things that I can say. There are good moments, there are good memories, and those are the things that you have to focus on. Like, maybe that interaction with that person or that relationship was karmic. And when I say relationship, again, it's not just romantic relationship. It could be any kind of relationship. Two people, that's a relationship. And those things have taught me a lot of things. And it hasn't just taught me what I don't want, but a lot of these karmic relationships teaches me about my self-worth, because sometimes, for example, let's say you go through a relationship and it wasn't the greatest, and you recognize, man, this is a karmic relationship. And now I see some things within this relationship that I do not like, I do not want in my life, I do not want to be a part of. That's fine to learn those lessons. But you can also learn the lessons as far as your self-worth. You can also learn the lessons like, I may not have liked that relationship, and that's number one. Number two, I have to take ownership for my part that played in the relationship not working, be it friend, lover, family, coworker, whatever. Because it's always two people. So you can never just put it on one person. That's something that I'm learning, and that's something that I'm accepting. Because everyone can be very quick to point fingers. But you guys know the saying, what about those other fingers that's pointing back at you? So of course you have to take that accountability. And those are the things that I tend to focus on. What did I do wrong within that relationship? What did I do wrong within that friendship? What did I do wrong within whatever? I have to focus on those things. And the reason why is because those are the only things that I have the power or authority to change, because it's within me. Could I have done this better? Could I have done this different? And that's not to say to sit around and beat yourself up, because that's definitely not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, take those opportunities to first and foremost, and this is just my suggestion because this is just how I do things, and who knows, maybe it'll work for you. First and foremost, I do focus on the positive. I focus on, I deserve better. I either deserve a better relationship, I deserve a better friendship, I deserve a better job, I deserve whatever. I just start feeling like, that didn't work out because I deserve better. And for many different reasons, it just depends on the situation. It just depends on whatever you went through. And then once I realized, instead of me feeling sad or being upset that I either had to walk away from someone or someone had to walk away from me or we just parted ways, instead of me being angry about that, I just realized that, whoever that is, I wish them well. But now I need to dissect what just happened so I can make sure moving forward that doesn't happen again. If there were things that I did or didn't do, I need to work on those things so my next relationship, my next friendship, my next coworker, my next job, whatever, I won't make that same mistake again, or I'll try harder, or I'll stop overgiving, or whatever it is that you come to terms with. Because for me, it's just a variety of things. And I can't grow if I only focus on the negative, and I most certainly can't grow if all I do is point the finger at someone else, because I have to take ownership of my part. And again, that's the only thing that I have control over. So I take ownership of my part and I work on those things. I have to sit with myself hold myself accountable, and then I have to work on those things. Because, if we don't hold ourselves accountable, if we don't even want to acknowledge the fact that we've done anything that played a part in a relationship not working, in a friendship not working, or whatever, then we won't be able to change it if we won't even acknowledge the fact that we played a part in that. So, like I said, I just like to focus on the things that I have control over, which is just me, and focus on how can I do better moving forward. In my next relationship, what are the things that I can do better in this relationship that I didn't do so good in the last relationship, or what kind of changes can I make in this relationship that, I've learned from with the last relationship, or how can I be a better friend in this friendship than I was in the last friendship, or whatever it is, and I just sit with myself, and I'm 100% honest with myself. I have to face myself. I have to tell myself, these are the things that you didn't do so good. These are the things that you need to work on. You could have done these things better. And once I recognize that, and then I start focusing on the solution. Okay, how can I do it better? What can I do differently? What can I do to have a better outcome? And once I start focusing on that, then that's when I start looking forward to, okay, now I'm ready to move forward and do better in the next relationship. I'm ready to do better in the next friendship. I'm ready to have a better job. I'm ready to have better coworkers or whatever. And I just get excited about it, I'm not saying we should dwell on karmic relationships. I'm not even saying we should give it too much energy, because giving anything too much energy, that's just too much. But what I'm saying is, I'm thankful for every karmic relationship that I've ever been in. I'm thankful for every karmic friendship that I've ever been a part of. I'm thankful for every karmic job that I've had. I'm thankful for every situation that I look back on and I recognize, you know what? Let me take ownership of the part that I played in it, and let me make sure that I do better moving forward. And I definitely make sure that whatever I went through in the past, I don't bring that into future relationships or future friendships. I don't remember wounds and things like that and bring that into something new, and then hold a new person accountable for what someone else did or things of that nature. So I just feel like, we're not crazy if we are bold enough and we are honest enough with ourselves to where we can take ownership, we can take accountability for the things that we do, and we can be excited about changing those things for the better. We're not crazy if we sit with ourselves and be honest with ourselves, and we tell ourselves, these are the things that you need to work on, and then start working on those things, coming up with solutions. So when you move forward, you can be excited about moving forward. We're not crazy because we want to make positive changes, because I love making positive changes, and I'm not crazy, and neither are you. you.